I am using bullet points because I can't remember diddly squat. Everybody has goals, whether that's trying to build muscle, trying to lose weight, improving your VO2 max, improving your flexibility, just improving your daily energy. Everybody has goals. Everybody has a reason for coming to the gym, but a lot of people fail to recognize the why behind their goals, the reason why they want to lose weight, the reason why they want to build muscle, the reason why they want to improve their speed, improve their endurance. Motivation, like any other emotion, is temporary, meaning it's only going to carry you so far. At some point, the weather's going to be pretty shitty. Maybe you're going to be sleep deprived. You might have a hard time at home or at work. There's going to be some hard times in your life, and it's in those periods where having that deep-rooted reason, that why, is going to bring you so far. It's going to keep your head in the game. Looking fire, dude. So the goal with this video is to help you find out what your why is and possibly help you create small, tangible goals to help you along the way towards your larger, long-term goal. Intrinsic motivation is the inner drive to do something because it's enjoyable or interesting, rather than just because of external rewards or pressures. In other words, a deep reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Examples of intrinsic motivation can be your kids. Maybe you're a father, maybe your mother, maybe you're a grandparent, and you want to be strong for them. You want to be a role model. Maybe as a grandparent, you want to be healthy and strong enough to where maybe you walk your granddaughter down the aisle on a wedding, something like that. You want to be a positive role model for them. You want them to recognize their father or their mom as a badass. Maybe you're about to start a new job that's going to be very physically demanding, whether you're working in construction or a factory, and you want to be fit to be able to do that, to provide for your family. Or maybe you're trying to fight the aging process. You're at a point now where you recognize that those around you, those you've grown up with, are starting to see, health-related problems, and you want to fight that. You want to maintain as much physical independence as possible. Another way I like to look at intrinsic motivation is setting small goals along the way. So something like, maybe I want to learn how to do a push-up, I want to get my first chin-up, or I want to trim down my mile run time, or I want to learn how to do a barbell squat. Extrinsic motivation is the motivation or drive to do something because of an outside reward or stimulus. This could be going to like a group class like HIIT or CrossFit, or it could be watching motivational workouts right before your workout. Outside motivators like those videos, or having a group or having a friend come with you, are amazing tools to use on occasion, because sometimes, maybe you might not have the greatest sleep. Maybe the weather's just really bad here in New England. It's mid-fall right now, about to get into winter soon, so weather's going to get, really cold. It's going to get really cold, days are going to get shorter. So using those outside motivators on occasion can be a viable strategy, but it's very important that we don't use them all the time. One of the largest mistakes so many people make, especially with New Year's resolutions, is they set massive goals with nothing in between the starting line and finish line. What I mean by this is, let's say someone has the goal of losing 100 pounds. 100 pounds is a very achievable goal within about a year to 2 years. It's very achievable, but let's say that's your goal, but you have nothing in between. It's going to feel like a long journey, because especially when you don't realize that your weight is going to fluctuate, it's going to kind of suck. Imagine you're trying to climb a mountain and you set your sights on the peak. As you traverse up the mountain, your gaze never moves away from said peak. No matter how much you actually progress up the mountain, no matter how far you actually travel, it's going to seem like the peak never moves. That's because a mountain is really freaking big, and you are really freaking small in comparison. While 100 pounds is definitely an achievable goal, if you only set your sights on that end goal, it's gonna feel impossibly long. It's gonna feel impossibly hard. This is why I personally recommend setting small, tangible goals that you can achieve throughout the journey. Like I said before, maybe while you're trying to lose 100 pounds, try to improve your push-ups. Try to learn how to do push-ups. Maybe work towards trying to get your first chin up or trying to shed down your mile run time. I have a little assignment for you, okay? I want you to grab a piece of paper. I want you to write this down. What your goals are. It could be 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, doesn't matter how many goals they are, write them down. And I want you to also ask yourself, why are these my goals? Why are these important to me? In what way, shape, or form is achieving these goals going to improve my life? And I want you to really think, I want you to think hard about this. This is not something you're just going to write down after 15 seconds of thought. I want you to spend a good few minutes on each of these goals and really come up with the reason why. Once you've identified those whys, it's going to make it a lot easier to stay motivated long term. There's a couple more things I do want to touch on real quick. One of them is progress. The longer you're consistent, the slower progress is going to come. It's a sucky reality, but it's reality. No matter how hard you work at something, no matter how consistent, no matter how dialed in you are, there is always going to be someone who is stronger, bigger, more athletic, faster, or leaner than you. And that's okay. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is you. And I know that's cliche, people say that all the time, but it is true. The only person that matters here is you. And the other thing I want to talk about is time. Let's say my goal is to lose 50 pounds. It might take a little bit longer than I initially thought to lose said 50 pounds. You might be weighing everything gram for gram. You may be perfectly dialed in with everything. Sleep, nutrition, stress management, workout consistency, everything. You might not lose a pound per week. Weight fluctuations are a thing, stress is a thing. You might not lose a pound a week, and that's okay. Normal weight loss plateaus are very common, and if you do encounter one, let's say you go about a week or two without losing weight, don't freak out. Do not freak out. Stay the course. You will continue losing weight long term. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, finally, and I just dropped my phone. That was smart of me. Finally, put in your best effort. No matter how shitty the weather is or how terrible you feel, when you walk into the gym, give it your absolute best effort. If you put in your best effort in the terms that you strive to change at least one variable, you try to make something harder every time you walk into the gym, you will progress over time. It can take a little while, that's okay. Just keep your head in the game, it will happen. Hope this video helps.